Hello viewers, how are you? Hope you are fine. Welcome back to my channel, Drawing Time with a Story. If you are new in my channel, I will introduce myself and my channel with you. I am Suraya Parveen, and in my channel I select an object or a theme to draw, and while drawing I will narrate a story or some interesting facts or deliver some information regarding the topic. So as you saw, my today's topic is the Great Pyramids, and while drawing I will narrate some interesting facts about pyramids that very few know. There are 7 documented wonders known to the world today, and the first one is the mysterious pyramids of Giza. These ancient structures are quite impressive on the eye, and their age is also so intriguing. The pyramids are widely known as burial sites for dead pharaohs in ancient Egypt. Unfortunately, that's all that many people know. There are very many facts about this masterpiece, and some will sound like a myth to you. For example, have you ever heard of a construction brick weighing 10 tons? I guess not. This is one primary reason the great Egyptian pyramids have rightly earned themselves the title of a wonder. Even with a highly advanced technology, science has not been able to replicate these pyramids. The only thing they have been able to say is that they were constructed around 2504 BC. There have been many questions about the erection of the Great Pyramid of Giza, and some people don't believe 100% if this was actually an Egyptian work of art or something created by an extraterrestrial form of life, way more intelligent than ancient Egyptians. To understand more about this ancient wonder, we have rounded up a list of some few facts that very few people know about the masterpiece pyramids of Egypt. The pyramids were built by paid workers, not slaves. There have been a theory propagated by a Greek historian Herodotus that the Great Pyramids of Egypt were built by slaves. The fact of the issue is that many skilled artisans wanted so much to be involved in the construction of this great wonder. Research facts show that the builders were well fed, well paid, and highly honored. As a result, many of them who died during the construction were buried next to the final resting place of the pharaoh as a sign of honor. Bricks that weighed more than an elephant. Oh my, it's huge. The mystery continues, and the next fascinating fact is the weight of the building bricks. Can you imagine a 50-ton stone block? These mysterious pyramids are said to have been constructed with over 2 million bricks that weighed between 2.5 and 15 tons each. How they were transported and lifted in an age where technology and heavy machinery never existed still remains a mystery. The estimated number of workers involved in this noble course was over 1 lakh skilled men. The Sphinx protects the pyramids. The Sphinx is ancient Egyptian mythology of an image containing a lion body and a human head. In ancient Egypt, the Sphinx was built anywhere the Egyptians were seeking spiritual protection, like in tombs and temples. The most famous Sphinx is the one that protects the Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Great Sphinx. The Great Sphinx is 73 meters long, 6 meters wide, and 20 meters high. Its eyes alone are 2 meters tall. The pyramids were once glittering. The great pyramids were once glittering in the reflection of sunlight. They were highly polished with a glimmering limestone white casing. These coverings have fallen of the buildings of the time, and thus you can no longer see the shining surface. Some of the polish has gotten loose and fallen off due to earthquakes, while others have been cut off and taken away. When new, the pyramids reflected the sun rays, you should think they were some giant jewels. The Great Pyramid of Giza is made of over 2 million blocks of limestone. The pyramids are precisely aligned to the true north. The pyramids lie on the west bank of River Nile. This is the side of the setting sun, and according to some Egyptian mythology, it was mostly associated with the realm of the dead. The ancient Egyptians have the knowledge of how to align structures precisely to true north, which explains why this mysterious structure have such a perfect alignment. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned to true north within a tenth of a degree. Scientists are still unable to explain this ancient Egyptian brilliance. The construction site was not a random pick. Although there are some of the ancient Egyptian pyramids located at different places like in Saqqara, all others are found some miles outside of Cairo in Giza. This was no coincidence. As we know, the pyramids were built as burial tombs of pharaohs and ancient kings. Being at the west bank of River Nile, Egyptian mythology explains that this is the land of the setting sun, which is also the land of the dead. The location also made it easy for transportation of materials. There is a country with twice the number of Egyptian pyramids. It's your choice to believe this, but before you disagree, you might want to pay a visit to Nubia in Sudan. Nubia was once a part of ancient Egypt, and the fact of the matter is that the Nubian pyramids were influenced by the pyramids of Giza. They look like the Egyptian pyramids, only they are much smaller in size. Most of them were built to accommodate only one person as a burial tomb for the ancient kings and queens. Egyptians were not the first people to build pyramids. People have been constructing pyramid structures for ages. Before the Egyptian pyramids, and the Nubian pyramids are a good example. The ancient Egyptians are the most famous builders because they highly treasured them, and also because many of them survived. The Egyptians built pyramids with limestone and a stone that was readily available in the country. They used the rough and easy to mine stones on the outside and the rare, hard to mine stones of the inside. There are other precious stones used, but mostly limestone. They were built to escort pharaohs into the afterlife. Apart from being burial tombs for pharaohs and their families, the pyramids were also built to spiritually escort the dead pharaohs into the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians were quite religious, and they believed the pyramids were safe entities into the other life after death. The Egyptians believed in many gods and believed that after death, the pharaohs transitions to gods. They built the Sphinx on the pyramid's entry to protect the dead kings from spiritual attacks. These beliefs led to the construction to the highly deserted structures. The curse of Pharaoh protected the pyramids. While the Sphinx was meant to protect the dead pharaohs from spiritual disturbance as they transit to gods, the curse of Pharaoh is said to have been overt protection to the pyramids and everything in it, including Pharaoh's family and belongings. This explains why many archaeologists and researchers looking to unveil the mysterious of the pyramids have been struck with bad luck and sometimes literal death. Some experts say that the illness are caused by bacteria, but the Egyptians know for sure that it is more than that. The pyramid of Khafre looks bigger than the pyramid of Khufu. From the appearance and settings of these two pyramids, Khufu looks bigger than the pyramid of Khufu. The fact is that pyramid of Khafre was erected on slightly higher ground. Khafre is the most attractive, the most complete, and the most original of all the pyramids of Giza. Its limestone covering is still intact, which gives a glimpse of how beautiful these tombs looked like when they were new, and also how attractive they found would be if they had all the limestone encasing. It is the last wonder of the ancient world. The Seven Wonders of the Ancient World is a list of seven remarkable structures that were believed to have a special historical value. These wonders, which were mostly taken from around the Mediterranean Sea, were listed in some of the oldest travel guidebooks. Talk of a century or two BC. One of these wonders is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is the only sole remaining to those seven wonders, the only one remaining intact. The other six are the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Colossus of Rhodes, Temple of Artemis, Mausoleum of Heracles, High Lighthouse of Alexandria, and the statue of Jesus at Olympia. So, how was the drawing and the information today, the interesting facts today? Tell me know in my comment section because they are always open for you. See you soon with a new video with a new historical place drawing and some interesting facts or some stories. So, see you soon with you. Till then, bye.